I want to announce to you that the meeting of the BOT and the NEC are being combined together. And I wish you all luck for this meeting.
This meeting of our National Executive Council. We first of all wish to apologize to both the members of the Board of Trustees and the members of NEC for the delay we had in the morning, which ultimately led to starting this meeting very, very late. But do bear with us, and we hope you will appreciate that we are working under enormous pressure as we build towards the convention. So it wasn't deliberate, but we're just trying to make sure that everything goes right. We want to inform all our members that since the last NEC meeting, we've been working around the clock to reposition our party. And for those of you who can observe even the new configuration of this hall, we are determined to reposition the PDP in every form possible. Your money will be spent wisely. There will be accountability, there will be financial discipline, and there will be how we spend your money, you will see it. And what we've tried to do is to try and make this place a much more pleasant place for you to come and hold meetings. We have not really finished. If you notice, the cooling system is not as desirable as it will be, but by the time you come for the next meeting or any other meeting you come here, you will see that you'll be living in a very, very cool atmosphere. And on this, I particularly want to single out the National Secretary, and the administrative staff which he heads for working around the clock, not only to fix our building, but also to make sure that you come and hold meetings in a more conducive atmosphere. We have also worked around the clock on details in terms of various preparations for the 4th National Convention, and we will brief you later. But I want to thank every member of the party who has cooperated with us in running elections, in serving on various committees, either on screening committees or appeal committees, or even volunteering to play any role that we call on you to play. Some of you were contacted at very short notice, and you gladly took up these responsibilities. The spirit of the party is we are not only getting more united, but we are also getting more determined to work hard, and I believe that with this spirit, we will definitely do very well in the forthcoming elections, and nothing will stop us from taking over power come May next year. So I urge you all to continue with the same enthusiasm, to resolve differences within the party among ourselves, to make sure we work hard at the grassroots level with the same enthusiasm we display here in Abuja. We appreciate you, our leaders, and I can assure you the National Working Committee will continue to listen to you. We continue to make sure that we improve, we even work harder and do better, so that at the end of the day, it will not be for lack of trying. And I believe our effort will be good enough. Thank you, and God bless you all.
You have aptly described the mood of our party followers in this country. We are all being very well mobilized towards various congresses and national convention, and ultimately the 2023 general elections. I assure you, Mr. Chairman, that your governors, as always, are ready to continue to give you every support that is required for our party to emerge successful in the general elections, starting with congresses at various levels. Mr. Chairman, we are very proud of the work you are doing, members of your National Working Committee. And we can see, as Chairman said, seeing is believing. The transformation of NEC Hall is a good signal and sign of good things to come. The transformation is just starting, the reposition of the party is just starting, and by the grace of God, we are with you all the way to victory and to success for us to rescue and rebuild our country. On this note, on behalf of my colleagues, welcome and every one of us to this very important NEC meeting. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Assembly caucus and other organs and critical stakeholders of our great party towards the task ahead. In the last few weeks, our great party has witnessed bursts of political activities towards electing the right candidates for various positions ahead of 2023 general elections. Already, the array of very credible, competent, and experienced statesmen as aspirants on our platform, particularly our presidential aspirants, has unsettled the failed, corrupt, and rejected APC. as we march with Nigerians to rescue our nation from the stronghold of APC. The rattled APC is parading a congregation of pretenders and political strange bedfellows, flocking treasury looters, narrow-minded politicians, and failed government officials, many of whom are not in contest but recruited as conduits to siphon billions of naira from public treasury as exorbitant nomination fees to corruptly amass election slush for the APC-led administration. Among these are individuals who, as officials of the failed APC administration, engaged in reckless pillaging of our commonwealth and fostered a life of misery where millions of Nigerians can no longer afford their daily meals and other necessities of life. They include those who condone and rationalize the daily killings and acts of terrorism in our country, who sit in government that deliberately deny our youth the education and opportunity they deserve, failed politicians rejected by Nigerians, yet they have impudence to seek office as president. Is it not a provocative that while thousands of our university students are shut out of their classes over the lingering strike by lecturers in our public universities, the ministers whose responsibility it is to address the issues are more interested in political rendezvous? We call on the federal government to immediately resolve the industrial action so that our students, our children can return back to their studies. We also restate our demand to federal government to address the challenges in the aviation sector, as well as the lingering fuel crisis, which have further crippled our nation's economy. More importantly, we call on Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari to take stronger steps to secure the release of those abducted by terrorists, including in the Kaduna-Abuja train attack, and especially the woman, I repeat, and especially the woman who put to bed at the den of kidnappers. We must not let our citizens continue to languish in captivity. Leaders of our party, it is apparent that the APC-led administration, having lost all goodwill, is deliberately deploying poverty and social dislocation as political weapons to weaken the resolve of Nigerians ahead of the coming elections. Nevertheless, one thing is sure: Nigerians have seen through the antics of APC-led government and cannot be compromised by money or coercion. That is why they are rallying on the platform of PDP. I salute their courage and determination, and we must not let them down. We remain united and focused in all our activities. We must go into this NEC meeting with undiluted patriotism, eschew all personal, group, and sectional interests, and come out with strong decisions that will lead our party to victory in 2023.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.